What's going on, boyos? You see it here. Look at the power of the pump. Blood is fully in those pectoral muscles. They're moving and grooving along. You ready to see my third week of bench day? We moved on to incline bench. Realized I might as well switch it up a little bit. I've been flat benching for a couple weeks. I could use a little bit of a different stimulus, but still work on my bench. So I am incline pressing. Now, generally, you gotta go a little lighter with the incline press because the angle changes where the emphasis is. It's on the upper pec now as opposed to being evenly distributed throughout the pec. So it's a little harder to do the same weight, but it does put a little more emphasis on upper pec, the tricep, and the shoulders. So it's still a very good variation, pretty similar. Did my first set, but I told you guys before, I believe that you can do a set and I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it, but the limiting factor is not your strength. So you can do a set, take a quick breath, and then do another set and match the reps, like a myo rep set. And I find that super, super efficient for getting a lot of stimulus in a short amount of time and just feeling the weight. Because at the end of the day, feeling the weight is what is going to push you forward to that, new weight. So you see me here pressing, gave it 2 good sets. Ass did rise off that seat. Got to work on that for that last rep, but life happens. Moving on to some chest flies. Last week did them with the dumbbell. This week is with the cable. Slight variation, big difference to me. The dumbbells and barbells, when you're moving those throughout the space, whatever you're in, when you're squatting, deadlifting, barbell rowing, the angle at which the bar is changes how gravity pushes on it. But with the cables, they're attached to this pulley system. The tension is constant. Even if you freeze, those cables are always pulling back against you. And yes, gravity is always working, but it changes depending on your leverages and angles. So I just find these cable flies to be a really good variation. And like I said, I was feeling cocky today, and they were really helping me feel the pump. So I did one good set to warm up, and I dropped it down to a lighter weight just to work on that mind-muscle connection. Here we're moving on to one of my accessory exercises. Ooh, excuse me. This is a JM press on the Smith machine. Now, a couple of things. I do believe my elbows should have stayed a little higher. I think you want your elbows higher than your chest, higher than your wrist. But otherwise, I still felt them really good in my triceps. I was thinking about folding in on my elbows. The triceps work with the extension of the elbow. So if I fold in on them, obviously extending them is going to work. I like these you can do them on a regular bench, but I like them in the Smith machine because the Smith machine will lock you into place. You are only allowed to move in that straight line that the Smith machine wants you to move in. So if you can get in the right position under the bar in the machine, it can be really effective for just maintaining a straight bar path without any kind of thinking. You got to put absolutely zero thought into the rep. You just have to push. So back to my accessory, I am back to them tricep presses. I think this is the day. Recently, in the past couple weeks, shoulders been feeling better. I think I mentioned that, feeling a little stronger, no issue there. But even like my bench, I'm just finding that groove, that technical groove. And that's part of the reason I believe I was sucking so much. I just fell out of hand with the groove. I wasn't used to it. And part of that groove is tucking your feet under you to provide sufficient leg drive, pulling your elbows down to your side and trying to bend the bar so you keep the elbows about 45 degrees, so you're using more tricep. You're protecting your shoulder. Pushing that chest up and pinching those shoulder blades into the bench to accentuate and really push from the chest. These are all things that just benching more in the past couple weeks I've begun to remember, I guess. So that's really nice. Really looking forward to that and looking forward to where I'm going. Currently, week to week, I am hitting all my sets. I will do a set of 5 to 6 for three to 4 heavy sets. And then the next week, I'll just take it a little higher. Same weight, maybe 5 pounds heavier, but I'll just try to take it to 8 to 10 reps or even 12 reps. So everything's looking good, progressing smoothly. Taking a forever time on this bench though right now. I must have squeezed in 3 sets. And I do believe that's effective. Like I said, I'll keep squeezing reps until I see the quality of my form deteriorate because I don't want to practice bad motor patterns because that stuff gets ingrained and it's a hard habit to break. But I'll keep practicing. That's why I put it back after that 1 rep, and because it was ugly, and I had to think about that. But moving on. After my incline, still, I changed the compound. I changed a couple accessories, but I still left this one in. I still like I had a lot to do. Uh, at one point in life, I was pressing, let's say 3 plates, 345s on here. Pretty sure I was doing 4, but it's been a while and my memory is pretty bad. So I don't want to claim it, if I wasn't doing it pretty. But I have done heavier weights than this. And I still feel like the stretch, that flat back positioning, is still good practice. It's still good. Like when I'm doing these, man, I can really feel it in my pec if I just squeeze and really let them sit back at the back. So that's why I kept these in the program. They're a good constant, how do I put this? Sometimes I feel like incline press is very dependent on how your triceps feel. How your triceps and elbows and all that feel. If that's not feeling right, you're not going to be able to bench the best. This one, I don't really feel like the hammer strength. I don't feel like I have all those issues. So I just turn it aside, try one. I always see people in these like facing sideways, and I'm like, what are they doing? Couldn't press it? Oh well. Okay, here you see me just throwing a little extra icing on the cake. Listen, normally don't deviate much from the program. 1, I'm designing my own program. 2, I'm a trainer, so if you know what you're doing, that's different. But I just wanted to try these. I was right there at the chest fly. These are some cable chest press. These are really good for feeling the pump. I really felt those, and that's why once I started, I wanted to bang out a couple more sets. They just felt really nice. I really got to emphasize that pec pushing, even if I got a little bit of other body movement. Really felt it in my pec, and since I'm chasing the pec pump, you do what you got to do to check off that list. So, okay, you see me getting ready to finish up my day workout for the day. So you see me doing those chest press again, and angle's bad. Forgive me. I'm do these, and then right afterwards, since I changed the angle of my pressing, so it's incline, I changed the angle of my push-ups at the end. I did decline push-ups before. Today I just did regular flat push-ups on the ground. So you see me, I do a burnout with these cables until I can't do any more, give the camera a few ugly looks, then I hop down and get it done. Okay, so we'll see what you can see. You see me kind of get down and do those push-ups, but people sleep on the utility of push-ups. They are so simple, and yet they're the one exercise I've been doing for years that you can always get a pump. You can always really feel that chest. You can do push-ups anywhere, man. You don't think they're hard. You do 10 push-ups every time you go to the restroom or every time you walk through a certain door in your house. And by the end of the day, you'll feel exactly how hard push-ups are. Infinitely variable. You can put your feet up, put your arm up. You can do one-arm push-ups. Very fun, very good chest exercise. Don't sleep on push-ups. And yeah, that's all for this video, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you were able to derive some kind of gems to help you, increase your bench, get a bigger chest, something, because I'm learning a lot doing this bench rest program, or not even this bench rest program, just taking it back to the basics and just studying up on bench press, reading books, watching tons of content on YouTube or from other well-acclaimed lifters. Do what you got to do, guys. In the end, I keep saying it because at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to in the gym. It's whoever has the most grit to make something happen, no matter how long it takes. These are the people who see the most progression and who get the best results. So stay strong, keep lifting. We're done here, boys. This is episode, who knows? It's an episode for you guys.